Hi, I'm Cat with IdeateTV, and I'm here at the V3 2015 conference, and I am here with Jeanne Mau, who is the Vice President of Current Programming at CBS. Jeanne, hi! Thank you for being here. I just got done watching a panel with Jeanne, and she was amazing. So I wanted to ask you a little bit about your job is like the vision for the network, right? The vision for CBS. Tell me
We
about
are
that.
definitely trying to push forth kind of the dial when it comes to writers and directors of color at CBS. So I run the CBS Writers and Directors program for the network, and what we try to do is we try to provide access for emerging writers and directors of color. I run a year-long program with the Writers program, and we basically work with a piece of material for the writer. We try and build kind of their representation. We try to build a team around them. And for 16 weeks, we deal with workshops where we teach them everything from the business, between taking meetings, how to pitch in a room.
Like etiquette.
Like etiquette. Sometimes we tell them to take an improv class. Sometimes we tell them to maybe dress a little bit appropriate, like little things where we try and build them as a brand alongside with working with them in terms of their material. And on the director front, we bring really, really talented directors who have directed before, who haven't had the access to CBS, and we send them on a year's worth of shadowing. So they shadow on our hit shows like Elementary and Madam Secretary, and it's really up to them to get out in front of the people and create relationships, which ultimately get them hired.
Right.
So that's what we do.
You've coached them and cultivated them, and then you set them free.
We try to strategize. It's really not so much about the numbers, but more about building them as a brand, as a business, so we can definitely feel like we're doing something in terms of the long game plan, as opposed to like the immediate gratification of getting them staffed. But we try to find a place where they're going to thrive and do really well.
I loved what they said up there about you helping to launch people's careers, and also the fact that you're so positive, because so many people say, oh, the entertainment business is so hard, it's so cutthroat, but when you listen to you, you just make it sound like you're very encouraging, and I think you encourage people to really go for it. Where does that come from?
I don't think I have a choice. Like, we don't have a choice. We have, like, it's going to be really crappy if we don't kind of uplift and support each other. I'm passionate for what I do. It makes me happy. When I'm able to break in a person, like, that's really great, because not only are you helping them change the course of their life, but you're giving them a vehicle to do what they love to do. And that's really rewarding. So that's exciting, and that's why I do it.
What advice do you have out there for people who are, in regardless of what field, of trying to make it and they maybe think negatively about certain things? What advice do you have?
Continue to ask, and the more no's you get, you will eventually get close to that yes. And it's definitely keeping at it and being diligent at it, and realizing that our self-worth is only as big and as good as what we're allowing ourselves to become. So it's definitely continue to ask, get a lot of no's, but you're going to get close to that yes, and build yourself a support team that you have people around you championing you as a professional, you as a creator, you as a writer. So it's definitely those two things I believe are really important.
Thank you so much for just motivating and believing in people that you've never even met before, and then you're a very caring person, and I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Cat with IdeateTV.